get nice and low.
Yeah.
Here we go. Make it 2 more here. Good, Alex. 9. 10, good.
Yep. 7.
8.
My name's Alex Toohey. I'm 19. I'm from Canberra, and I just signed with Sydney Kings as part of the Next Stars program.
Good, take your time, take your time. No rush. Good, load that leg, load that left.
Do I see him playing in the NBA? 100%. Can I see him becoming a first-round pick? Like, without question. Our hope is to get him into the lottery. So when I talk about the impact he can have on his club, is I truly think he can impact our season, impact games and influence winning.
So I think something that separates me from other players is I think my versatility. I can obviously play a few different positions. I'd say I'm very good at creating for my teammates, being a playmaking wing, being a bigger body on the wing, being able to make passes over the top of defence, see around defences, as well as using my athleticism, which a lot of people kind of don't recognise me for at first glance, but I think that's something that everyone will start to realise. But I think my athleticism, being able to cut and just being an all-round smart basketball player is what separates me, and obviously just wanting to help the team win in every way.
There we go, good Alex, good. Get up and finish, good. Feet moving, good. Good Alex, good. Let's go hooks now, hooks now.
I was originally heading over to America to play college basketball, which was what I thought was right at the time, and then I think a few things kind of changed, some stuff lined up with Sydney, and they kind of came onto the table, and I think I looked at it as more not the school I was going to play at in America, it was more the college pathway versus the professional pathway, and I felt the professional pathway, it might be a little bit more challenging at the start. I think it would ultimately help me in the long run, playing against professionals, being in that environment where it's really a job to play basketball, and I think putting myself out there, maybe exposing myself to new experiences and that new environment, I think that's something that's going to help me in the long run to get where I want to get.
All right, so this is our strength testing thing. You will be the first person to use it. Fun fact. And 3, 2, 1, out. Go. Push, 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 push. Go, 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 go. And rest.
Both my parents are in the military, so I've kind of had a pretty strict upbringing, you could say, but obviously a loving environment. I got an older brother and sister who are twins, so one lives in Sydney, my sister lives in Sydney, and my brother played college basketball. I think the biggest thing for my parents is just things that they taught me. They were always there for me, taught me the importance of time, being respectful, all that kind of stuff that they were taught, and that's a part of the military, trying to not instrict it on me, like not waking up at 6 AM every morning to go run parades or anything like that, but just in general, just trying to teach us to be good kids, and I think ultimately, I think they've done a good job. I hope other people would say the same thing. Yeah, I think everyone has setbacks. Everyone's kind of has stuff that's going on with them. I think injury is obviously a massive thing for players, having injuries when they were young, thinking the world's going to explode. For my first national team, I was supposed to play in under-15s. I broke my wrist about a week or two before, so obviously upsetting, couldn't get away with that. Chris Golding actually messaged me back then. I don't know if he remembers it now, but he sent me a message kind of, head up mate, you got a lot of stuff left to do, so playing against him will be cool now, but I think just understanding, like, I thought I might not have made an Australia team again, and then the first Australia team I made was the Boomers, so it's pretty cool how it comes full circle. Ultimately, I'd like to represent Australia at an Olympics and a World Cup. I'd like to have a career in the NBA and try and stick around there for as long as possible, and I think just try and be a good person, help out in communities, and try and be a role model like people, Paddy Mills, Josh Giddey, those guys are now, try and be in kind of where they are and try and help Australian basketball.